adding and subtracting polynomials is very closely related to collecting like terms, okay? So here with addition, I could actually just drop my parentheses and collect the terms together if I want to. Now, one thing that I taught in my class was I taught what's called the stacking method. So with the stacking method, you take one polynomial and you stack it on top of or underneath another polynomial in order to add. So some of the key things here, you always want your solution to come out in standard form. So when you go to stack your polynomials, you definitely need to make sure that you put it in descending order. So here I rearranged the blue polynomial so that the square term went before the linear term. Now when I go to stack the red polynomial underneath it, I need to make sure that I'm stacking like terms together. So the 5x squared has to go with the 4x squared because they have matching exponents. And the minus x has to go underneath the 3x because it has matching exponents. And then you can add down. Some key things when you collect those like terms, remember the number in front, the coefficient changes, but the exponent stays the same. And if you have a negative here, it's just like subtracting. So 3x minus x, for example, is 2x. If something doesn't stack underneath it, like right here, you just drop that term down. Subtracting works very similarly. All right, I'm going to take this blue polynomial and write it out. But when I go to stack the red polynomial underneath it, what I tend to do is I tend to change the signs. I have a very difficult time with remembering how to subtract negatives and stuff like that. So if you change the signs, so instead of putting a negative 3x squared, I put a positive 3x squared. And instead of putting a positive 2, I put a negative 2. That builds the subtraction in, and then I could just add like normal. So 5x cubed and 3x cubed, squared, makes 8x squared. I could drop down the 8x. And then here, negative 4 plus negative 2 is negative 6. Some teachers teach you to still subtract, so that would have been negative 4 minus a positive 2, which still gets you to the negative 6, for example. But whatever method works out for you, as long as you keep that in standard form and you combine like terms.